So today is day 27, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't thought of a specific topic that I want to talk about today since I've been pretty busy editing a few videos, not only for future YouTube content but also content for TikTok. Some things have been in my mind, but I'm not sure which topic that I want to talk about. Maybe let's talk about the counterfeit sneaker market. Anyway, if you don't know, or if it's not obvious to you, there are a lot of counterfeit sneakers out there today. And it used to be that it's really easy to tell. Like, for example, the quality isn't there, or certain tech specs are just different compared to the original ones, or that the colorway that the knockoffs or the counterfeit has just doesn't exist at all. But today it's a really different story because the counterfeit market, or the people who produce counterfeits, are really good at it. And surprisingly, even the materials, the build quality can sometimes not only compete but are even better compared to the originals, and it's quite amazing, to be honest. Now, my stance with counterfeits has changed over the years. Not only changed from one stance to another, but back and forth here and there. When I first started getting into sneakers, I first thought that I really need the originals. I really need the legit pairs. But when I do find counterfeits or shoes that weren't legit at the time, because I really wanted to like flex, I guess. I didn't really care, I just wanted the shoes, and at least from afar I didn't really care that they looked kind of odd or kind of off. So I would just buy them. Then as things changed, as time went by, my mindset on counterfeits changed into that I really don't like them. And it's more towards a feeling of appreciating the legit pairs, the original pairs, because when you think about it, you would feel like the companies had put a lot of effort in making those shoes, put a lot of effort into designing them. The development of the shoes were kind of a big deal. They put a lot of effort in that as well, so you might as well support them. And why would I support counterfeits that didn't look the same and obviously wouldn't perform the same as well? Because again, at the time, the tech in counterfeits just wasn't there at all. You could really tell that they cut a lot of corners in order just to sell something that looks similar, but it's not really the same because it's totally different. Anyway, so after a few years go by and really wanting to get just legit pairs, I kind of grew tired of it because, of course, legit pairs were expensive. Even if I wanted to thrift them, I wanted to buy them off of thrift stores, or what we call here in Malaysia bundles. It's kind of risky because you wouldn't really know how to tell the legit pairs from the counterfeits, especially when they are used, and especially in today's counterfeit market, because like I said, the counterfeiters actually have improved their game, and that the quality is really rivaling the legit pairs, like the suede quality that they use, or the upper materials, even the technology that they use. For example, like Zoom Air. In the past, it would really be obvious that something is fake because it didn't have any Zoom Air at all. Even the Air Max units that you would see are just plain, like really hard plastic. It's just for show. But with the development of technology, with the development of like the factories of the machines that they use, and also how they are able to copy things, they've managed to like manufacture legit, for example, Zoom Air units. Some legit companies, like companies for like outsole or insoles, for example, also sell Zoom Air units, but they don't call it Zoom Air units for obvious reasons, but they look and feel close to Nike's Zoom Air units. And that's the thing. It, it, it kind of defeats the purpose of buying legit pairs. Now, and then there's the news. Well, the news is always that Nike are abusing their workers. They're abusing, like, the people mention slave workers, but I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just gonna say that allegedly Nike is abusing their workers, factory workers in China or whatever factory that they have. And why would you want to support that? But the truth is, well, allegedly the truth is, both the counterfeiters and like the big companies are using the same factory. So wouldn't that technically be the same? I mean, I guess I get the point that you're paying too much for something that isn't ethical, but at the end of the day, you're also paying for something that isn't ethical. It's the same. You are supporting something that isn't ethical as well. And then from the other side of the argument, people are saying you're just paying something that people have stolen. Yeah, true. And at the end of the day, both sides of the coins are the same. Both sides of the coins are doing something that is unethical. So where does my stance land today? Well, to be honest, I haven't bought a lot of sneakers lately, mainly because again they're too expensive. And just to touch on that, even reps, even counterfeits are getting expensive because of the higher quality that they are producing the counterfeits at. So they are asking for almost the same money as the legit pairs. Anyway, I haven't bought any sneakers apart from like maybe just totally for performance reasons for basketball. I haven't bought any casual shoes for like a year or so. So my stance is that I don't really care if you support whichever. I know it's kind of like a throwaway answer, but like I said, when you look at it seriously, when you look at it closely, both are practicing unethical ways in the sneaker market. Both are unethical in some way or another. And I don't think if you could, maybe you should find an ethical company, but you really need to do your research. You really need to get into their factory and look for yourself, see for yourself. But if you are like spotting like the bigger brands, and if all of the alleged rumors or all of the alleged like stories that you hear are true, then they're technically the same. All the products are technically the same. Then why even bother wanting to pay more for something? If you want to buy counterfeits, then go on. What do I care? For me personally, sure, if they are good counterfeits for the money, if they are really good, if the quality is up there, then why not? But if it isn't, then why waste my money? And there's also an argument that even big companies, I'm using Nike a lot because they're like the main brand that I look up to, but I'm sorry Nike, but your quality control is going downhill, and it's really obvious that the quality isn't just there anymore. So I don't think it's worth paying Nike for that quality. At the end of the day, you're just paying the brand name. And if you are paying like cheaper for counterfeits, and yeah, good for you. I don't really mind. I'm not gonna judge, because I would do the same if the counterfeits had higher quality. Then I praise you. I seriously praise you for picking the counterfeits. Anyway, again, like I said, right now I'm really on the fence. I don't have too strong of an opinion about counterfeits and all that, because I have mixed feelings against the whole topic as a whole, because of, again, the alleged rumors. True or not, both are unethical. At the end of the day, it's your money. We're the consumers. We vote with money. Yeah, that's day 27.